What? We're doing a makeup video? Oh my god. Hello there and welcome to another video where we try new, usually drugstore makeup. Today I have kind of a mix. I think it's mostly all drugstore. However, we're here today to give it all a shot and see what we're looking at. So let's start off with a primer. I am so excited about this one. This is a new L'Oreal Prime Lab Advanced Derm Primer 24-hour pore minimizer. They introduced a new thing. It's called LHA. So we have AHAs, LHAs, and BHAs to minimize your pores and blur them and resurface your skin over time. Sounds amazing. So when I saw it on Instagram, I shared my excitement about a new acid, I don't know. And then I actually went and bought it because I really wanted to try it out. Now, this is not like a first impressions by any means. I've been using it for quite a bit of time now. And it is like this gel. It turns almost clear. And as you apply it, you can see it's going to mattify my face a bit and make it just very smooth. I like to apply it just in my T-zone whenever I get oily, because I don't feel like this is the type of primer that would work well for my drier parts of skin. So there we go. It's very smooth. Hopefully you can see that it is pretty smooth and like mattified, and my pores are definitely a little bit blurred. And yeah, I do like that. I'm gonna use the Trended Up Hydro Vitamin Primer because I don't think I have any new ones. This is like one of the best drugstore primers. It's really cheap, you get quite a lot. It's very nice, it's lightweight, it's hydrating, a little bit sticky, but I feel like this is the kind of primer that would work for any skin type. And it smells awesome. And so that's a big recommendation. I'm happy with today's primers. I hope the foundation is gonna go well. Of course, we have a new foundation. This is the new and very intriguing looking Trended Up WonderSKIN 2-in-1 Cream to Powder Foundation. I love how convenient this is. Like, the packaging is so tiny. I love that. It looks like this. It's basically like a balm that turns into powder, which is interesting. And first when I saw it, I thought, okay, so it's supposed to be like the KVD Good Apple Foundation Balm dupe, but not at all. This is actually like matte, and that one is like very dewy from what I understood. So I'm just gonna use my LHAs foundation brush, and I'm gonna try to put it on to my best knowledge. It does have a very decent coverage. I feel like it's a higher medium coverage because you can still see a bunch of redness and some discoloration of my face, but it definitely covered a lot. It feels almost dry on the skin though, so I don't think this is going to be very good for very dry skin types. But I think it looks very smooth. I quite like that. I have worn it a couple times, but I don't really have like a fully formed opinion on it. It does feel like you can feel it on your skin a little bit, and it does feel almost a little powdery, but I think it's still, yeah, it seems like it still transfers a bit. My lips are really dry, so I'm just gonna quickly go in with the Catrice Lip Jam. They say it's a hydrating lip gloss, but I just love using it as a lip balm. It is so nice. Now for concealer, it's not really a new one, but it is a new one to me. And as the Colourpop No Filter Concealer, I have the shade Light 10. I would say it's like a full coverage concealer. It is definitely very high coverage, and it does feel more on the matte side. One thing I don't really like... Oh no, that looks horrible. Okay, so there's one thing I'm noticing, and that is that the foundation is kind of like stuck to my eyebrows, I think. Either it was the foundation before and I didn't notice, or it's the foundation and the concealer, and it looks horrible. That looks so crusty, can you see that? Try to fix it with a concealer. Not sure if I really did. Okay, so I think this is okay, I guess. Now, I'm not sure if I want to powder my face or not. So I think I'm just gonna take my Kind and Free powder from Rimmel and powder my under eyes, because we do have some creams to work with. Next, we have like a multi-purpose blush stick. This is the Trended Up multi-stick for cheek, lip, and eye. I'm gonna be probably using it on my cheeks mostly, maybe on my eyes a little bit. Haven't decided yet. I think they have 2 shades. I have the shade 30, and it looks like this. It looks pretty glowy, and like, I don't even know what does the reflect, but it's reflecty. This blended up pretty well. First I thought it's gonna be way worse. It does feel a little patchy though. I don't know, it doesn't feel like the smoothest blush ever. It does have like a glow to it, which I actually quite like, but the texture is a little, it's like tugging and it's a little bit drier than I would like. But the color is nice. I think I like the color. The application is a little... I think that's all the creams for today, so I'm not even sure I want to powder this. Maybe just a little bit. I applied just the tiniest bit of powder and I feel like it gave it like a little bit more smoothness and like evenness. But if you have drier skin, I don't think you want to powder that. The blush is still very much visible, will look very smooth and very matte. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Anyway, let's continue. I don't have any new bronzers, so I'm just gonna go in with the Catrice Holiday Skin. Now let me do my eyebrows because they're looking a little weird. I don't have anything new really, so I'm gonna use my Catrice Slim-Matic Ultra Precise Brow Pencil, which I think is one of the best brow pencils ever created, and I stand by that. And then I'll just set it all with the Essence Fix It Like a Boss Transparent Brow Fixing Gel. Like, at first I wasn't sure what I think of this gel, but now I know that if you let it dry properly and don't touch it, it actually dries down to a pretty heavy-duty brow gel. So this one gets a yes from me. The foundation is looking horrible around the eyebrows. I don't know what it is, but... not it. Just to give everything a fair shot, I'm gonna use a tiny bit of my Essence Super Coverage eyeshadow base because I don't want to go in straight with like that stick and then blame it for looking bad. So let's give it a fair shot. Let's actually apply an eye primer. Okay, now let's try the stick. This is so flimsy to work with. Like, I don't hate it. It's a little difficult to apply because it's a cream. It blends out a little, well, stiff, as you can imagine. It does feel a little heavy on the eyelids, I'm not gonna lie. It is pretty sticky, so I'm not sure how well would this last. I don't mind the color, but I think for this like sheer wash of color, you don't really need this kind of thing. You can just go in with like a regular eyeshadow. Maybe if you're like really in a pinch or if you travel somewhere and you cannot have a lot of makeup and stuff, maybe, but I don't know. I feel like the longevity of this is not gonna be very good just based on how it feels right now. So I would probably set it with powder or different eyeshadow of a single, like similar color to set it a little bit, because this is gonna crease. And I like the sheen it has. It's very like reflective, but in a very nice and subtle way. I like that a lot. So I don't really want to go too heavy on anything, I guess. So I have this Sephora Wishing You stack. It is multi-use palette technically. So you have like 3 different shades of powders that you can use for really anything. So I think I'm going to use some of these because I feel like the color is pretty similar. Okay, so I used the darkest shade on the lid pretty much to deepen it up a little bit. And I'm gonna use like the middle color with a more fluffy brush. Next, I'm gonna take my NYX powder eyeliner and I'll just line the lash line a little bit. Now, because I don't think I want to go too dark with this look, I'm gonna use my Belle Cosmetics Longwear Eye Pencil in Nude. I think it's the shade 3. Just to make the eyes a little bit more opened. And then I'll just take the middle shade and just smoke out a little bit under it. Those are the eyes. I don't really think much of it. I do like the stack. I think this kind of thing can be very handy, especially for people that don't really enjoy carrying too much products with them, because you do get like a nice mirror in it and you get 3 different things you can use for anything really. You can use these as blush, you can use them for your eyeshadow. So I think that's pretty convenient. And the colors are cute, I would say. The payoff is definitely there, even though I'm not sure how much you can see on this like base. I think I am going to use a little bit of the middle shade as my blush topper. I feel like this kind of ties the look together a little bit more because it's the same tone. Now I'll go in with my Catrice Boost Up Mascara, because I do not have a new one. So there we go. This actually looks pretty good. I think this mascara is actually very, very decent. For my highlight, I am going to use the first powder from the stack, which I know for a fact is a gorgeous highlighter. I really like it because it kind of looks subtle. Like it has a lot of like smoothness and some of that sheen to it, but it's not like over the top metallic. I think it's really cute. So there we go, there's that. And now, just because I'm a little bored, I'm gonna put some pearls onto this look and I'll be right back. I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't run out of pearls, but I did run out of patience. This is what we're looking at, a little bit of pearls. Did I turn this into a Valentine's Day look by accident? I think I did. I have some lashes here. These may not be sold anymore, but they're from Catrice, and Catrice has a lot of lashes. So we have the Lash Obsessed 3D false lashes in Lash Addict. They're kind of wispy, they're kind of cute. I thought they might look nice with this. So let's check them out. Of course, they are very, very long. The band is quite thick. Oh, those are way too long. I'm not gonna lie to you, this is a little annoying. I'm gonna use my Catrice Lash Glue, which is ultimately the best lash glue in the drugstore. Maybe I should get a new one. This one does look pretty old. This looks horrible. Listen, I've come a long way with lashes. A very long way. Those are not good lashes. The band is so thick that they don't even want to stick on. It's just horrendously thick. That is a very hard lash to use. And therefore, I'm just simply not gonna use any lashes at all. Now, I wiped off the lip balm because we do have a new lip product I want to test out. This is the new trended up Hero Stay Matte Lipstick, which is supposed to be long wearing up to 5 hours. And I thought it looks pretty good and could fit with our little monochromatic experiment here. So let's try it on. That is very matte. Not as monochromatic as I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be a little bit more, maybe sheer. It does feel very matte. That's transfer proof. Are you supposed to be transfer proof? I don't know, but it is. There's like nothing. That's a winner, for sure. I'm not sure how I feel about the color, maybe not with this look, but it doesn't look too bad. I quite like it. Let me add some highlighter. So I'll just give it a little spritz with my Milani Make It Last, and we'll see. And this is the finished look. So what do we think? I like it. I think it's nice. The foundation actually looks pretty good that we wet it. Like now that we tried to like set it with a spray, it got a little bit rehydrated and now it looks a lot more natural than it did before, which I kind of like. I still have to form my opinion on it, so maybe check out the blog if you want to see a little bit more detailed post about what I actually think about it. As of now, I'm not really decided if I like it or not. I had some great days with it and I had some horrible days with it. So there has to be some kind of factor, you know, that works with the foundation, so I have to figure it out. Primers are amazing. The blush stick, or like the multitasking stick, actually looks pretty nice at the end of the day. I like the eye look, I don't mind the lip. It does feel very dry though. I feel like, I mean, it's great that it's like long lasting. It doesn't transfer from what I saw now. This feels so dry on the lips. Like, I don't think I could wear this for a long time. Maybe I would just put a gloss on top or something. The stack I really like. I think this is a great product. The highlighter in this is so pretty, and the two other shades are also really cute as blushes, as eyeshadow, whatever you want them to be. Concealer looks good. Everything looks fine. The brows are set, and the pearls are just cute. They're from AliExpress, in case you were wondering. Yep, that was the Valentine's Day look by accident for some reason. I think Trended Up is kind of getting there. So far, I feel like they're kind of hit and miss, but some of their products just kind of work. So yeah, that was it. That was trying out mostly drugstore makeup with this monochromatic semi-Valentine's Day look. So thank you very much for watching, consider subscribing, and if you want to see more videos where I try out makeup, you can check out the playlist. See ya!